toe, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're embarking on a very special journey. One that takes us deep into the heart of cultures that have thrived on this land for thousands of years. We're going to explore the rich and vibrant world of First Nations traditions, a tapestry woven with ancient stories, breathtaking art, and the unbreakable bonds of community. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and open your hearts and minds as we begin. Before we dive in, it's important to acknowledge that First Nations is a broad term, encompassing hundreds of unique and diverse cultures across North America. Each nation has its own distinct language, customs, and worldview. What we'll share today is just a glimpse, an invitation to learn more and appreciate the incredible depth and diversity of these communities. Let's start with the foundation of it all: storytelling. For First Nations peoples, stories aren't just entertainment. They are the lifeblood of the culture. They are history books, moral compasses, scientific textbooks, and spiritual guides all rolled into one. Imagine sitting around a crackling fire, the stars glittering above, listening to an elder share a creation story that explains how the mountains were formed, or a trickster tale about coyote or raven that teaches you a valuable lesson about humility and wit. These oral traditions are passed down from generation to generation, each storyteller adding their own breath, their own spirit, to the ancient words. They carry knowledge about the local ecosystem, which plants are medicine, how the animal migrations work, and how to live in balance with nature. This is a profound way of knowing the world, one that is deeply connected to place and to spirit. It's a living library, preserved not on paper, but in the memory and hearts of the people. Now, let's talk about art. First Nations art is so much more than just decoration. It's a visual language, a powerful expression of identity, spirituality, and connection to the land. Think of the intricate beadwork on a pair of moccasins. Every tiny bead is sewn with intention, the patterns often telling a personal or family story. Or consider the majestic totem poles of the Pacific Northwest. These aren't just carved logs. They are monumental sculptures that chronicle a family's lineage, their rites, and significant events in their history. Each crest, the eagle, the bear, the whale represents a connection to the spiritual and natural world. And it doesn't stop there. There's the beautiful simplicity of porcupine quill work, the flowing lines of formline art, the geometric beauty of pottery, and the vibrant colors of textile weaving. Whether it's a ceremonial mask used in dances or a beautifully woven basket for gathering berries, is infused with spirit and purpose. When you see a piece of First Nations art, you're not just seeing an object, you're seeing a story, a prayer, a piece of history made tangible. It's a testament to incredible skill and a deep spiritual understanding of the world. This brings us to the heart of it all: community. In traditional First Nations societies, the concept of community is central to everything. The well-being of the group is prioritized over the individual. This isn't to say individuals don't matter, but rather that an individual is strongest when their community is strong. This philosophy is often summed up in the phrase, "all my relations." It's a recognition that we are all connected, not just to our human family, but to the animals, the plants, the rivers, and the earth itself. This sense of community is celebrated and reinforced through gatherings, ceremonies, and powwows. A powwow is a vibrant celebration of life and culture. It's a place where people from different nations come together to dance, sing, and honor their heritage. Too. If you ever have the chance to attend a public powwow, I highly recommend it. The sound of the drum, which is often called the heartbeat of the nation, is something that resonates deep in your soul. Seeing the dancers in their intricate regalia, each movement telling a story, is an unforgettable experience of pure joy and cultural pride. These gatherings are also a time for sharing, for feasting, and for elders to pass on their wisdom to the younger generations. It's about strengthening those bonds that have allowed these cultures to persevere through unimaginable challenges. The resilience of First Nations communities is a powerful testament to the strength found in unity and shared identity. Of course, it's impossible to talk about First Nations traditions without acknowledging the painful history of colonization, residential schools, and the ongoing struggles for land rights, self-determination, and the revitalization of languages and ceremonies. For centuries, these traditions were actively suppressed and outlawed. The strengths and courage it has taken for communities to hold on to their cultures, to reclaim their languages, and to heal from intergenerational trauma is truly inspiring. Today, there is a powerful resurgence happening. A new generation of artists, storytellers, leaders, and knowledge keepers are proudly carrying the torch forward. They are blending ancient techniques with contemporary themes, using social media to share their languages, and creating new ceremonies that speak to the realities of the 21st century, while remaining rooted in ancient wisdom. Supporting this revitalization is something we can all do. How? By being good allies. Listen to First Nations voices. Read books by Indigenous authors. Buy art directly from Indigenous artists. Visit cultural centers and museums with an open mind. Learn about the true history of the land you live on and acknowledge the Indigenous peoples who have stewarded it for millennia. This journey we've taken today is just the beginning. The world of First Nations traditions is as vast and deep as the sky. It offers us all a different way of seeing the world, one based on respect, reciprocity, and relationship. It teaches us the importance of listening to our elders, caring for our planet, and understanding that we are all part of a great, interconnected web of life. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. I hope it has sparked a curiosity in you to learn more. The stories are there, waiting to be heard. The art is there, waiting to be seen. The communities are there, with voices that deserve our attention and respect. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, and more importantly, share it with someone who might appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and walk in a good way.